Announcement. Ladies and gentlemen,
TJ Michaels and John Stacy invite you on a roller coaster ride of machismo on the Alpha Men Podcast.
It's showtime, freaks!
What is going on, you sick, twisted freaks? Welcome to the granite capital of the world. My name is TJ Michaels. This is the Alpha Men Podcast, Season 5, Episode 13? Episode 14? 14. I lose track. I really, really do. My partner in crime is John Stacy. He's from Trinity, North Carolina, and we want to welcome you to the show this week. We forget to do this every week, so I'm right out of the chute. We're gonna start. We're gonna crack the beer. I got Molson Triple X tonight. All right, that's what we're.
I got Jack Daniels Southern Peach.
There you go. All righty. We have got all kinds of things happening. Post Mother's Day edition of the show. You take care of Mama for the big Mother's Day holiday.
Yeah, I took her out shopping, brought her out to dinner to Texas Roadhouse.
So I have realized in the past month that the women who live in my house are con artists. They really are. Not that they don't deserve to be loved and showered and admired, and they are. However, my 23-year-old on April 30th, it was her birthday. And for years and years and years, we've always done the, hey, here's the money, and we get the kids their gifts, and we talk about what they are. And my 23-year-old all of a sudden this year said, Dad, I want a gift from you. I've kind of noticed that when my birthday and Christmas comes along, I open my gift, and sometimes you're just as shocked to see what it is as I am. All right, not that I don't, I don't contribute and pay for it and everything else, right? Yeah. And I just come to find out that it was just a way of extorting another present out of me.
Yep, that's how it works.
And because I'm Dad, I did it. So
and then.
She's going on. We're going on a family Disney cruise, with her and
going on a cruise. Oh boy,
yeah. We're going on a family Disney cruise with her and her boyfriend and her boyfriend's parents.
Why don't you ever take me on these things?
So I've
been with you longer. I've been with you longer than your kid's been alive.
I know. I know. But here's the deal. I have talked to your wife about it.
Oh,
just saying. Nonetheless, I got her a Disney cruise card for our cruise, so that she
awesome.
Can, kind of do that. But then Mother's Day comes along, and you notice I said the women in my house are con artists. So we're getting ready for this cruise, and my wife is all about, oh, do we have the door hangers, and do we do this, that, and the other thing, and I need the fan, and, she's searching Amazon for Disney cruise things and all this other stuff, and, right? She comes across Mog bags. Have you seen these?
No.
Mog bags. They're beach bags. And they're made out of the material.
Oh yeah, Emily's got one.
Right, that Crocs are made out of, right?
Paid that much for them? Holy shit!
Right? Yeah. No, absolutely. Right. This is a handbag that is made out of what Crocs are made out of. Okay. The shoes. It's like that foamy stuff, right?
Yep.
It is a vacuum formed purse, basically. All right. That probably costs about $6 to manufacture.
Oh,
okay. Total. Right. So she says to me, I really want one of these for Mother's Day. And she already told me I'm getting the sandals for Mother's Day. She sent me sandals that she wanted. So I got those. I got her flowers. I got her a card. I'm thinking, dude, we're going to go out to dinner. I'm all out here. I'm a hero. This is great. Well, I really want the bag. Do you want to go down to Dick's Sporting Goods and look at them? Which, you know what your wife says when she says, we're just going to look at them? You're buying the damn thing, right?
So
all right.
What college you get?
So we go down to Dick's Sporting Goods. I find out that my 23-year-old got her the medium-sized bag. Okay? She had already bought the large one. Okay? And then she has me buy this little travel bag at Dick's Sporting Goods that was, I swear to you, this thing, $8 at Dollar General.
Yeah.
Right? $40.
Oh, Lord.
Okay? So then I start doing the math, and I'm like, okay, the large bag is $80. The medium bag is $60. The travel bag is $40. Holy crap. And I bought her a $40 pair of sandals. And I'm going through all of this in my head, and I'm like, the cash register's going. They're con artists. I'm telling you, I love them both. I do.
I took
and I'm not saying they don't deserve it. I'm just saying, here's the analogy I made to her, okay? I said, it would be like me going and buying gold-plated microphone cables, okay? Because they don't really work any better than the regular microphone cable. It's just that they're gold-plated, so they're like 100 times more expensive.
Yeah.
You know? So anyway, it's been a week. And then I took her out for lunch.
Nice.
So I'm
I took Emily to American Eagle and Alta Beauty, and then we went to Texas Roadhouse, and I spent well over, I don't know, $600. Just to
yeah. I'm not even anywhere close to that. I guess I should be thankful.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. I'm going to go down after this show, and she's going to look at me and go, "You mean John spent $600 on her? You are such a loser." That's what she's going to say. But
sorry, Michelle, you picked the wrong guy.
It has been a week. The Pentagon this week, the big story is releasing the classified UFO files. Have you seen that?
I've been looking at them. They're blurry, but I've been looking at them.
There's a lot of internet folks that are already ripping through all of these files. I think there's something like 86 pictures, photos, videos, and all of this other stuff. And
nice. Pizza's not our pizza.
The internet sleuths are already they've already come up with a bunch of stuff. Like E.T. Was on Epstein's plane.
Yeah. I
learned that this week. Aliens look less like Alf and more like Steve Buscemi. Despite their superior intellect, even aliens don't know what's in Subway's tuna. Think about that for a second. And the aliens that crashed in New Mexico in 1947, Roswell, they were on a meth run, according to the internet. Just telling you. Listen, we have got a great show for you tonight. Man Court is back. The Red Foreman Awards as well. Married Man's Survival Guide and real or fake news and a whole lot more. Tell us where you're watching from tonight. We want to say hello to Michelle. I see she's already in there commenting. But we invite you to join the show at any time by just clicking the comment tab. Give us a like and a subscribe. It also helps us grow the show. Turn on that notifications bell. Welcome, my friends, to the premiere of the Alpha Men Podcast, Season 5, Episode 14.
And now, Mensplaining the News, Tuesday Night Update.
And good evening. Here's what happened this week. Sunday was Mother's Day, or as strippers call it, Sunday. Things remain at a standstill between the U.S. and Iran. I would call it a Mexican standoff, but Trump's already deported them all, so probably shouldn't do that. Karen Leavitt has announced the birth of a baby girl. The press secretary, doctors say the baby's first words were already, that question has been answered by the White House press office. Kash Patel has been accused of handing out free bottles of branded FBI bourbon.
I want one.
While on government business. It sounds lame, but I have to admit, Cash's FBI Federal Bourbon Inspector T-shirts, kind of cool. You know. New York City welcomed its first full-scale casino this week. Before this, the only way New Yorkers could gamble was riding the subway at night.
Facts.
After merging XAI with SpaceX, the company will now officially be called SpaceX AI, which is also the name of Elon Musk's 15th child. Yeah. Back in 2020, by the way, Elon Musk offered to donate sperm to an employee, according to a new article. Dude, I'm sure she would have been fine with just like an Amazon gift card or something. I'm just saying. It's going to cost $80 billion to colonize Mars. Liberals have pushed back, suggesting if we're going to spend $80 billion to go somewhere, it's Disney World. Condom prices continue to rise because of the war in Iran. This news update brought to you by Plastic Wrap. Joe Biden this week reemerged to endorse Democrat candidates in 2 statewide races. He also, by the way, endorsed Kathy Bates as the new Matlock.
What?
Meta will begin determining whether users are underage by analyzing their photos and videos to estimate factors like height and bone structure, which means Kevin Hart's about to get locked out of his accounts. Teacher in Connecticut accused of slapping a kid for making a 6'7" joke. Now, listen, I get it. We're all tired of the 6'7" thing, but a GoFundMe for his defense has already reached $1 billion. Frozen pizza sold at Walmart this week being recalled for salmonella. Don't worry, the meth you buy at Walmart in the bathroom is still totally safe. California is selling 3D printed homes. Would you have ever thought? 3D printed homes. In response, West Virginia says they will start selling 3D printed mobile homes.
No.
In showbiz news, Ted Turner passed away this week, the age of 87. He was preceded in death by CNN. Kim Kardashian putting her law career on hold, which is a shame since she has such a long, proud history of getting guys off. I mean, it's, yeah. Singer Bonnie Tyler was hospitalized this week for a medical emergency. And she's going to be fine, though. They say, luckily, it was only a partial eclipse of the heart. It was not, yeah. Stephen Colbert says he wants Pope Leo to be on one of his final shows. Not for an interview, but just to give the Late Show last rites. Madonna and Sabrina Carpenter released a song. Technically, Sabrina sings, but you can hear Madonna's mobility scooter beeping in the background, and it's a contribution. The Miami Vice reboot, it will be called Miami Vice 85. Hollywood says the reboot will feature less crime fighting and more lectures about why Ferraris are bad for the environment. Dolly Parton has just canceled her Las Vegas residency due to an unspecified health issue. My guess would be back pain, but I'm just saying. Patricia Arquette says she loves to grow older. By the way, Madonna heard that and laughed, or at least she would have laughed if her face could still move. A Canadian fiddle player is suing Google after its AI overview wrongly called him a convicted child sex offender. And he wants to make it clear he is a fiddler, not a diddler. And finally, Pete Davidson and his model girlfriend having issues this week. Trouble in Paradise. The issue is she looks like a model, and he looks like Pete Davidson.
That's squished.
That's Mansplaining the News this week on the Alpha Men podcast.
All right. Listen up, you mixed bastards. Welcome to Random Facts. What? I read it fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 random facts. You got them?
Random facts. Yeah, I got them. I got some good ones. Well,
okay.
I think last week was a little cooler, but these took a little harder to find. It's surprising for the world full of shit. It's hard to find some cool facts.
Yeah.
So, all right. So the first I got is the San Diego Zoo Safari Park is home to the only 2 platypuses outside of Australia.
Oh, okay.
There's only 2. I mean, everywhere else in the world, and Australia has the rest of them. So,
geez, you think watching Phineas and Ferb, all of that time, that the platypus would be a more common thing? But
I had to look those things up. Like I forgot what they look like.
Yeah, it's the only mammal with a duck bill.
Yeah. I visualized it, but I'm like, no, it ain't that. So I Googled it, and I'm like, oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Can you imagine the first guy that ever saw a platypus to be like, what the hell is that?
Did a duck screw a beaver?
Right.
That's what it looks like.
Anyway.
All right. So the average bra size in the United States is now 34 double D, according to sales data in my hands. Well, that's a big jump from 40 years ago, though. The average bra size back then, about 40 years ago, was 34B.
Okay. Good to know.
Thank God for evolution. All right. This one's a little weird, which I had to look it up, too. Really, I want to see a piece of it. But so there was a 90s teen comedy called The Trojans War, starring Jennifer Love Hewitt. Have you heard of it?
I have not.
Well, just it had a $15 million budget, and it made a total of $309 in ticket sales.
Holy crap!
Yeah, $309. It only played in 2 movie theaters, and it was pulled after the first week. It sucked.
$15 million invested.
Budget. Yep.
$309 taken in. That has to be the biggest bomb in movie history.
I'm gonna look that up and see, but yeah, it was. I was like,
has to be close. Has to be close. Well, I mean, obviously there are other movies that they've nowadays put hundreds of millions of dollars into and have bombed, but not that bad.
Yeah.
You know.
So, NASCAR owner and basketball legend. He earns $150 million a year from his Nike endorsement. That's nearly 5 times.
Still to this day.
Yeah, nearly 5 times more than any other NBA player.
Wow,
isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
So
now you know why he owns a NASCAR team.
Yeah. I mean, he paid for that whole lawsuit too.
Yeah.
So, all right. Yeah. So now this was crazy. Which this is bullshit because people must have ate like one little thing, but it's Kraft mac and cheese came out in 1937 during the Great Depression.
Okay.
All right. It was huge. It was a huge hit. You know why?
I would have to say, because you mentioned it came out in the Depression, it had to have been like really inexpensive.
It's only 19 cents, but it could feed a family of 4.
Okay, there you go.
How the hell are you going to share a box of Kraft mac and cheese with a family of 4?
Well, appetites were a lot different than yours back then. I'm just saying. Not everybody cooks up 3 boxes at a time.
Just saying. I was just like,
for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I'll huff a box down, no problem. But yeah, so well, that's it for the random facts I got for today. So,
alrighty, John's random facts on the Alpha Men podcast.
It's circling.
Alrighty, before we get into this, just a couple of comments have already come in. Michelle says, those bags are ugly, referring to my wife's Mog bags or whatever they're called. She also says, we went to Cedar Point and I was given pizza for dinner. That sounds like a pretty good Mother's Day, to be honest with you. Saying hello to Scott. And, so already commenting tonight. All right. Founding Fathers would not agree. The part of the show where we take modern political nonsense, slap a powdered wig on it, and ask what would George, Tom, Ben, and the boys think if they time traveled here today. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and you poor souls grilled to MS now, right now, having a complete meltdown, gather round, because this week the Virginia Supreme Court just did something radical. They actually read the state constitution, and they enforced it. Oh, the humanity. 4 unelected judges. Wait. No, wait. They are elected. But apparently only Democrat-approved rulings count as democracy these days. And these radical extremists looked at Democrats' desperate mid-decade power grab to turn Virginia from a 6-5 split into a glorious 10-1 Democrat slaughterhouse and said, yeah, no, I don't think so. Sorry, you skipped the procedural steps like sophomore cutting class in high school. Map stays fairish. Better luck next decade. Exceptionally painful to the Democrats this week because they spent $70 million trying to get this map passed. And what did the left do? They clutched their pearls so hard they turned them into fair trade anxiety beads. It's rigging the midterms, they exclaimed. Rigging? Buddy, your plan was to redraw the lines after early voting started, pack every Republican into one lonely district like sardines in a progressive coffin, and call it fair representation? And it's not redistricting. That's political ethic cleansing with MapQuest and a DNC consultant. Then they roll out the heavy artillery. John, tell me if you've ever heard this one before. It's Jim Crow 2.0.
No, that's the. Well, yeah. I was trying to think it was from.
Yeah.
But I get you. It's the whole Antifa crap.
Yeah, really. Last I checked, Jim Crow involved poll taxes, literacy tests, and Democrats in white robes keeping black people from voting. Yeah. Jim Crow 2.0 means black voters in Virginia still get to vote. Every single one of them. Multiple times if they're in Chicago and on vacation, apparently. The only thing being suppressed here is the Democrat Party's ability to manufacture 4 extra seats in a single special election. And they rammed it through on a procedural technicality, and the Supreme Court stepped back and said, no, you didn't follow the Constitution. Don't even get me started on Tennessee. Their Supreme Court this week rightly ruled that you can't draw congressional maps based primarily on race. So Republicans there did the unthinkable. They eliminated the state's only black majority district. You know, the one currently represented by an old white Jewish dude named Steve Cohen. Now, the district's being broken up, and suddenly, the likely person poised to win the next election is a black female Republican. Oh, the horror. The absolute racism. A black woman elected in a competitive district instead of a safe blue reservation guarded by a white Democrat. That's not Jim Crow. That's progress that they just can't control. The left's definition of black representation apparently only counts if a Democrat wearing the right skin color for the photo op. And you know who would have hated this circus? The Founding Fathers. Madison would have written in the Federalist number 11 of the dangers of factions who want to treat district maps like Play-Doh. Jefferson would have dusted off his quill and said governments derive just their powers from the consent of the governed, not the creative cartography that looks like a drunk snake drew it after too much French wine. These guys fought a revolution against rigged representation, rotten boroughs, distant kings, ignoring people. Now the modern left wants to rig it in their favor and cries voter suppression when the court says you can't amend the Constitution like it's a terms of service agreement you didn't read. So let me translate their hysteria. How dare you make us compete in actual competitive districts? Heaven forbid Virginians get maps based on communities instead of racial bean counting and partisan power grabs. The horror. Minorities might gasp, vote based on their values, economy, crime, or borders, instead of being herded into safe blue reservations like electoral livestock. It's not about black representation. It's about Democrat representation. At any cost, by any means, including pretending a procedural smackdown is the new Bull Connor. So spare me the fake outrage. The voters spoke. The courts called fouls. Ball doesn't lie. Constitution doesn't care about your feelings or your midterm. To every Democrat melting down right now, maybe try winning elections the old-fashioned way, by earning votes instead of drawing magic lines. Because the Founding Fathers didn't risk their lives for government of the people, by the people, gerrymandered for the people.
Yep.
That's Founding Fathers would not approve tonight on the Alpha Men podcast.
Welcome to Man Court, where bad decisions are put on trial and common sense is the only law we pretend to follow. Step forward and plead your case. Just know the verdict was probably decided before you started talking.
Oh, I got an issue. I got an issue.
Well, camera higher.
There we go. Is that better?
Yeah.
I got a robotic camera that just decided to follow me.
Yeah, I know. I saw it go. All right.
See, this is why if you're listening to the audio-only version on Spotify or on Apple or iTunes or wherever else we are, You really need to watch the video production because it's really low budget, let me tell you. Anyway.
All right. All rise. Mayor Court's back in session, and sometimes definitely honorable, or not honorable. Whoops. TJ Michaels is presiding.
Thank you, Beard of Justice, Baby Huey. You send us your domestic disputes, and we haul them into man court for a ruling that'll hold up in any bar in America. If you've got a problem that needs solving, you can visit any of our social media pages and drop your man court dilemma in a DM to us. Yeah.
You could join the free jury by just commenting whatever you may be watching tonight, Facebook, YouTube, etc. Give the plaintiff some advice and hit the comment button.
All righty. Now let's dive into tonight's case and lay down some justice. Do we have a docket number?
We do. 260-512. Our plaintiff is Bob from Waynesboro, Mississippi.
All righty.
The case of the coffee mug mugging.
The case of the coffee mug mugging.
Mugging, yep.
All righty. Bob writes, Dear Man Court, sometimes Honorable Judge T.J. Michaels, Bailiff Baby Huey, and you beautiful degenerates on the freak jury. My name is Bob. I've been watching for a long time. I'm from Waynesboro, Mississippi, and I'm writing you with a heavy heart and an empty coffee mug. I come before this court seeking justice in what has become known around my house as the coffee mug mugging, a ruthless campaign of ceramic theft being carried out by my own wife. Your Honor, I own one perfect mug. It's a big black 24-ounce beast that says world's okayest husband. Fits my hand perfectly, keeps my coffee hot, and for exactly the right amount of time. Makes me feel like a man who has his life together. Parentheses, even when I don't. I guard this mug like it's the family gold. My wife knows this. I submit Exhibit A. Every single morning this week I wake up, shuffle to the kitchen like a zombie. My mug is gone. Vanished. In its place, some tiny pink floral teacup that looks like it belongs in a dollhouse. I find my mug 3 times this week. Once holding her herbal tea, once being used as a pen holder, and once, I shit you not, outside with dirt in it because she decided to plant a damn succulent in it. Wow.
Mug.
Exhibit B. When I confronted her, she had the nerve to say, "It's just a mug, Bob. You're being dramatic." Dramatic? Ma'am, I've been drinking coffee out of this specific mug since Obama's first term. It's broken in better than my favorite boots. You might as well use my childhood teddy bear as a dust rag. Finally, Exhibit C. The smoking mugshot. Yesterday, I caught her red-handed pouring oat milk into my sacred vessel while humming. When I gasped in horror, she just smiled and says, "It holds more than your little boy mug holds." Little boy mugs? This thing is a 24-hour freedom tank. Relief requested. 1. A court order declaring my black mug, Derek's official mug, with protective status under man court law. 2. The freak jury to rule that using a man's sacred coffee mug for anything other than black coffee is a felony. 3. Emotional damages. She must hand wash my mug for the next 30 days and refer to it only as His Majesty's Goblet. Punitive. 4. If she touches it again without permission, she has to drink her morning tea out of a solo cup for 3 months. I rest my case before I start drinking coffee straight from the pot like an animal. Respectfully and severely undercaffeinated, Bob from Waynesboro, Mississippi.
That was good. All right, Freak Jerry, what do you think of this case presented tonight on Man Court? Comment with your advice for the verdict, and we'll pop that advice on the screen.
All right. This is a classic case of, it's a cut and dry case of what's hers is hers and what's yours is hers, Bob. And it's never fair. It happens all the time. Your favorite flannel, the charging cord for your cell phone, your favorite ball cap, socks, your razor. You're asking yourself, crap, when does it end? It doesn't. Baby Huey, your thoughts?
You nailed it when it says what's yours, yours, and what's yours is yours.
If your wife planted a succulent in your coffee mug.
I don't drink coffee, but I always carry a water cup around everywhere I go.
Okay. Yeah, he's like the Uncle Si from Duck Dynasty.
I am. I carried around this NASCAR cup for the last 3 years I've had. And my name on it. It became an identity of me. It's like me with a hat. I always wear a hat. But I finally have switched to a Red Sox Yeti.
Okay, so tomorrow you go out on the porch to go to work, and there's a petunia planted in your Red Sox Yeti. You're gonna be a little irritated, I would guess.
Petunia's gonna be sitting on top of the roof.
See, I don't think we have to wait for the freak jury on this one.
Even at work, Peak says. I always have a cup everywhere I go.
I don't think we have to spend too much time deliberations here. I mean, guilty of aggravated mugging and ceramic treason. Bob, your wife is hereby ordered to cease all unauthorized use of His Majesty's goblet immediately. And sacred mugs are off limits. They just are. That's just all there is to it.
It's your identity.
Yeah. 1 week of hand washing. Duty starts now. Solo cup punishment approved if she reoffends. All right? We'll give her a break. But the docket is still open, boys. If you have a fresh household crime that needs the gavel next, drop us a DM with your issue on Man Court. Adjourned.
Court is adjourned.
On this week's episode of Armchair Legend, we break down sports like we're on the payroll, without ever leaving the couch. We've got bold takes, zero coaching credentials, and just enough confidence to tell the pros exactly what they did wrong.
All right, Armchair Legends. Study finds this week, the longer you played football, the worse your cognitive skills. And for more details, just Google Terry Bradshaw. The New York Knicks swept the Philadelphia 76ers, advancing to the Eastern Conference Finals this week. I'm all for the Knicks making a deep playoff run. Anything to keep Spike Lee from making more movies. Legendary Atlanta Braves manager Bobby Cox died at the age of 84 this week. He is survived by his brothers Large, Tiny, and Too Many. All right. That one was cheap. I get it. All right, the playoffs are cooking. Major League Baseball is mid-chaos, and golf about to remind us why rich guys wear ugly pants. The playoffs, Chaos Conference semis, Eastern Conference, the Detroit Pistons looking like they stole Cinderella's glass slippers. They took a 2-1 lead on the Cavs, and Cleveland fans already updating their LeBron should have never left memes. Game 4 was last night. And these Pistons are young, hungry, and playing with house money. Cavs fans, one bad series from burning their jerseys again. Out west, Oklahoma City Thunder straight up bullying the Lakers. Hey, Gary. OKC was up 3-0 last I checked. LeBron's trying to drag Grandpa Bones through another postseason while the Young Guns are dunking on his legacy. If the Lakers don't win Game 4 or 5, it's over quicker than your ex's I need space text. And underway tonight, Game 5 for the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the San Antonio Spurs. The series tied 2-2. Anthony Edwards dropping 36 like it's nothing. The man is playing like he's got Bitcoin in his sneakers. Spurs fans are praying Wemby grows another 3 inches overnight. And that's what's going on in the NBA. In the NHL, ice cold comedy. Hockey Bros, the second round is delivering drama. Game 4, Buffalo Sabres, Montreal Canadiens underway tonight. Montreal blew them out recently. Habs fans are doing that annoying ole, ole chant, while the Sabres fans are wondering why their team plays like they paid for hockey sticks on Wish.com. Coming up tonight at 9:30, it's Game 5 for the Anaheim Ducks and the Golden Knights. Anaheim stole one on the road. Vegas is in the house. They always win in the end, right? Except when they don't. And then it's what happens in Vegas stays in the group chat as therapy. So these series kind of tighter than Baby Huey's jeans after last night's wings.
The Hurricanes from the Carolinas still in there, 8-0.
They are. Yep. So that takes us to Major League Baseball. Hurricanes taking out the Flyers, by the way. My Flyers from Philadelphia.
Yep.
Baseball in full swing. Everybody's 500 dreams are dying. Tampa Bay Rays and Yankees batting in the AL East like it's the Thunderdome. The Atlanta Braves are looking strong in the NL, but let's be real. Your team's bullpen probably one outing from making you question your life choices. Highlights of the week include guys making catches that belong in NASA training videos. And shout out to the boys playing 162 games so we can have something to argue about at the bar.
The Sox are 17 and 23.
Yeah, it's not good for the Sox this year.
No.
Not good at all. Not good. PGA Championship tees off this week at Aronimmick. Scotty Scheffler defending, Rory hunting that major, and a bunch of LIV guys showing up with their Saudi-funded vibes. Expect drama, terrible fashion, and one guy yelling 4 right before your beer spills. That's Armchair Legends tonight on the Alpha Men Podcast.
And now the Red Foreman Awards, where you make dumb choices, you will win Dumbass Awards.
Dumbass. You dumbass!
Twitch.
Welcome to the Red Foreman Awards, the only awards show where the trophy is a size 12 steel-toed boot delivered straight to the ass, brought to you by Point Place's patron saint of dumbass, Justice himself, Red Foreman. Tonight we're handing out Golden Foremans to the absolute cream of the crop, the mouth-breathing, window-looking, Darwin Award-contending morons who are single-handedly keeping the gene pool from evolving too fast. Real people, real stupidity, zero excuses. Let's get to it. And we handed out Golden Foreman number 1 tonight, and the envelope, please, for the half-assed heist in half-ass. The winner, Danielle Harmon and Shayla Henderson of Bland, Missouri. Now, these two women from Bland, Missouri, decided to rob the half-ass bar. Hell of an establishment in Bland. They broke into the safe, stole cash, the coin machine, and tried to crack the ATM. They were caught on camera along with their getaway car. Oh, one of them was the owner's daughter, by the way. They even had fentanyl and meth on them. Their parents publicly called out their own kid on social media. So they robbed the half-ass bar in Bland, Missouri, and you're the owner's daughter. Not a crime spree, a cry for help, I think, with extra help. We lost Baby Huey. Uh-oh. Baby Huey's computer is updating at the moment. So we'll have to see what happens. On to Golden Foreman number 2 tonight. The Sidewalk Psycho in a Sedan. The winner is Wendy Clement, 58, from Washington State. She was caught on video driving her car down the sidewalk, chasing a kid on a motorized bike while laying on the horn. When cops found her, she claimed she was taking her dog for a ride and looking for other dogs to socialize with. She denied everything. She was, of course, hammered on something. And 58-year-old chasing a kid on a bike down the sidewalk. The only thing you should be socializing is your liver with some AA meetings, maybe. Just saying. You always want to see really kind of what she looks like. And yeah, there's the car and there's the kid on the bike. And yeah, there's Wendy Clement. There you have it. Golden Foreman number 3 tonight. The Mama's Boy Grand Theft Goof. The winner is Eric Drake, 34, of Florida. There you see Eric. Looks like a stable young man, right? Eric stole a car with the keys in it, still in it, then drove that stolen car straight to the sheriff's office because he wanted to visit his mother. He voluntarily confessed at the Ocala Sheriff's Office when he got there. So, I don't know where you stole the car to go see your mom, and you delivered the stolen car to the cops. Maybe the world's dumbest Mother's Day surprise. Just saying. Award number 4, Keyshawn Jones, 23, of Texas. Keyshawn is a 23-year-old former Chick-fil-A employee. Went back to his old store and rang up 800 fake mac and cheese orders and refunded them all to his own cards for $80,000. Here's the crazy part. It actually took police 5 months to catch him. So you get fired from Chick-fil-A. You commit $80,000 worth of fraud over mac and cheese. I guess you call that a side dish heist, maybe. I don't know. That's the most Florida, Texas thing I think I've ever heard. And finally, award number 5 tonight, the Lottery Loser Ledger Legend Award, goes to Lemon Jello Washington, 32, from Memphis, Tennessee. Now, Lemon Jello decided the best way to beat the time and beat the Tennessee lottery was to scratch off every single scratch-off ticket at the Germantown exit while he was working there behind the register. Cool. His brilliant system used the winning tickets to pay for the losing ones and pocket the rest. So, Lemon Jello kept a handwritten ledger on a hot dog wrapper that just said, quote, money coming soon. He ended up with 3 free tickets, $11, and a free Mountain Dew.
That's at least he was being honest. Well,
he robs the Exxon with a dream and a hot dog wrapper. It's performance art for stupid people, I got to tell you. It really is.
You know, a little thing that pops up says you have an update. You have to restart your computer. Yeah. Either A, I hit the X, or I hit OK. But as soon as I saw it come my eye, so I went to go just close it on my screen, and I must have hit the OK or something. I'm like, oh, shit.
Well, there you go. That's the Red Foreman Awards tonight on the Alpha Men Podcast.
Favorite segment, and I missed it all.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
Now.
Alrighty.
That was a rush. I'm proud of you. You switched. I'm glad you know how to use that button.
Yeah, well, it's not that hard.
I mean, 5 seasons. It took you that long to figure out how to use that button.
I ran $1 million radio station for decades, but okay, sure, yeah. Anyway,
all right. Big shocker.
Watkins Glen this week, and here's the deal. I'm going to say it. I know it's going to be an unpopular opinion. I know people aren't going to like it. I like road racing. I do. And I have a soft spot in my heart for Watkins Glen.
It's a beautiful place. The Five Finger
Because I
Lakes.
used to go there as a kid. I watched the race this weekend. There was never a question at all who was going to win this race.
Well, there was.
Well,
He was back 26, 27 seconds.
yeah, it was pretty amazing,
And then
to be honest with you.
7 seconds in the last 10 laps, whatever it was.
So he was back 29 seconds, late pit stop, still won the race by 7 seconds.
Yeah, that's SVG has. It comes down to his footwork. That guy has a heel toe operation that is just insane.
I remember, back in the late 80s and early 90s, they used to always show the in-car camera of Ricky Rudd and Ricky Rudd's footwork. And Shane Van Ginsbergen, I can't even say it. SVG. He's got to be heads and tails ahead of Ricky Rudd.
The guy is. When it comes to road course, he's going to win unless something bad happens. But now he's going to sit back in the pack for 20th, 25th until the next road course. That's the downfall of fishing. If he ever figures out the ovals, it's a threat. It's over.
I see people whining online about road courses. No, it's so boring and this, that, and the other thing. Look at dude, okay? I don't care what racetrack you're at. I don't care if it's an oval. I don't care if it's a road course. I don't care if it's a hybrid. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's the Roval. When you have a guy who pits with like 20 laps to go, and he's 29 seconds back of the field, and he comes all the way forward, passes the leader, and wins by 7 seconds.
Michael McDowell was on his ass though. He had a shot at it too.
He did. I don't know what kind of bigger story you get from a race. That was exciting to watch. It was.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but like I said, I listened to the Action Detrimental by Denny Hamlin. I listened to I listened to a lot of podcasts.
Right.
Yesterday and end of the week and stuff. So I kind of know what's going on for behind the scenes. but like it was a big weekend for SVG, Michael McDowell, but the big hitters like Denny Hamlin, Chase, those guys weren't doing so good. But you look at RCR was 6th and 8th.
Yeah, it looks like they found what they've been missing. Or at least they're on the track of finding what they've been missing.
Yeah, 6th and 8th for Austin and Kyle after 30-something races of horrible finishes.
Yeah, I want to ask you though. I want to take you back to the early 2000s or the late or early 90s.
Yeah.
If Shane Van Ginsbergen on Sunday was driving a 24 with rainbow paint on it or a black number 3 and the same scenario had happened, i.e. if he was Gordon or Earnhardt, people would be losing their minds this weekend telling you how exciting it was.
Yep. It's a different nostalgia of driving. The downfall of NASCAR is the fans because they're all still stuck in the past. You, for example, I've embraced the more modern, whatever.
Oh my God.
It's over. You gave me shit so much shit about my Cowboys. About being the past, and it's the same thing. We hope it's always going to be like that, but we know the reality.
I'm sticking up for SVG here.
I know, but you're still. You always.
I'm just telling you that the younger fans don't know what racing is. They don't.
I agree.
They don't know what it is, and when you see, look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that NASCAR, and especially even this year, has not had some stinkers of races. Like, oh my, look, let's be honest about New Hampshire Motor Speedway. They sit there and they ride around. Okay?
We all know it too.
They do. and they don't start racing until the last 15 laps of the race. I mean, that's just all there is to it. All right, but when you see what you saw on Sunday, that was a masterful performance. And whether you like SVG or not, you should be able to look at that and go, "Holy crap, that was incredible!" You know, that was a hell of a run. You know. So
there's one more thing. I was trying to look up something real quick.
You know, yes, you're right. I remember when Mark Martin won three races at the Glen in a row. You know what I mean? I mean, I used to go to the Glen, so you know.
See the placement, the big controversy of the weekend at Batterstein, is Cody Ware.
Yeah,
he hit that freaking wall like a tank, that retaining wall, and no caution. Why?
No caution. And NASCAR either missed it or saw it was Cody Ware and just went,
they didn't miss it.
We're not going to stop another race for Cody Ware. You know?
They didn't miss it. He hit that wall a ton. You moving a wall like that, it's an automatic stop the race.
Right. Here's the deal. Fox didn't even show it on TV.
Yeah.
They just completely ignored it.
So Fox doesn't. So when they're sitting in that booth,
yeah,
right beside the Fox producer director is a NASCAR official.
Mm-hmm.
That's an executive. There's one executive sits there all race. So
by the way, if you're new to the show, John worked for NASCAR for 10 years, 15
almost,
years, yeah, something like that. Was in race control and also did fiber optics for them, but was also a race day.
Was an official.
So anyway, go ahead. Sorry,
an impact like that automatically calls for a yellow, then a red, because the wall has moved. The integrity of the track is now damaged.
Yeah,
they saw it. There's a reason why they didn't throw the yellow. It's not because it's Cody Ware. It's just there was something behind that. They wanted either A, they're running out of time. Lights. There's no lights, so they're running out of time.
Yeah.
B, there was something that needed to get moved along quicker because of TV needed to show something else after the show. That's why that caution had come out. Now, if he would have come across I'm hurt or something like that, then a caution would have came out. But instantly, if that happened in Talladega or Martinsville, where the wall got the integrity of the wall,
yeah,
because those guys walk around the track. The track safety guys walk around the track every day when they're on track, starting Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and look for any pieces of metal sticking out, any wire, anything.
Yeah.
So
Kyle Busch was up to 5th place, ended up running out of gas on the last lap, ended up finishing 8th, but during the race asked for the doctor to be on standby when the race was over. Yeah. I guess he was really sick, like some sort of nasal infection or something like that. Yeah. I don't know. But the fact that he was really sick and ended up picking up a top 10, which was desperately needed by his crew, it was great. And Richard Childress appears to be back. Bubba Wallace and Christopher Bell had a little chat after the race.
I didn't catch much of that, what was going on. So I just saw.
I don't know. I will just tell you that I'm kind of getting tired of seeing that Bubba Wallace wants to have a chat with everybody after the race. It seems to be like an every week thing now, you know. Yep. And I'm just like, yeah, okay, whatever. But if I know a lot of people complain about the Fox coverage, which is it's terrible because Fox Forever was the best, you know, and now it totally sucks. Dover coming up is going to be the last Amazon? Fox. What's that?
What's up next? Amazon, right? Is Amazon on? No, it's not.
No, Dover's going to be the final Fox broadcast of the year, and then Amazon Prime for the next 5 races. And then TNT and USA pick it up for July.
Amazon will be. Amazon probably is going to buy the package eventually. It's going to be exclusively on Amazon.
So it'll be great to hear Dale Jr., but I'm like a Mike Joy. I like Mike Joy, you know. Like
he's a good shit.
I'm sad to lose Mike Joy.
I've flown hundreds of flights with him home because we live in the same area up here.
By the way, just one word about the Bush race. Natalie Decker.
She stayed at the back.
Yeah. Well, she did not have a good day at Watkins Glen.
Hey, she qualified.
Yeah. She came in last and had the words "too slow" on the official stats sheet. They actually took her out of the race because she wasn't going fast enough.
It was DNS, did not meet speed.
Yeah. So anyway, that I guess is about it, right? Unless you got anything else.
No, they're heading to Dover, which is going to be a pretty boring race for the amount of lack of laps they're going to do. Because that track is a concrete track, and they need to put rubber down, and rubber needs to stick to it. They're going to put the PJ1 too, I guarantee it. But it's not going to be enough, so it's going to be a pretty follow the leader type of all-star race.
There you go. That is Red Flag Rants tonight on the Alpha Men Podcast.
Since you're attacking us, can you give us a question? You are attacking our news organization. Can you give us a chance to ask a question, sir?
Go ahead.
Sir, can you state, Mr. President-elect,
go ahead.
Can you state categorically, Mr. President-elect,
you are fake news.
All right, we're going to ask you to help Baby Huey out here tonight. You can help John with his mission to determine the real news story on real or fake news. We're going to feed John 5 of the most inside headlines from this week. 4 of them are 100% made-up bullcrap. One of them is gloriously and embarrassingly real. And if you want to help John along, you can comment in the comments tab to tell him which one you think is the real news story tonight. So, are you ready? Here comes your headlines. Michigan woman spends spring knitting sweaters for local squirrels after they stole her bird seed this past winter.
Sounds legit.
Colorado couple calls 911 after pet parrot repeatedly orders takeout on Alexa.
Why the fuck would they call 911? To shoot it. Sorry.
Headline number 3. Forget Flipper. Dolphins using higher intelligence are deliberately getting high. Number 4. Pennsylvania man returns $8,000 cash found in used couch he bought at garage sale. All right.
Sounds like legit.
And last one, new research shows people who name their cars drive them 23% longer before needing repairs. Okay.
Possible.
5 headlines. You got Colorado couple. Oh, wait. First one, Michigan woman knitting sweaters for local squirrels. You got Colorado. Pet parrot, Colorado couple calls 911 after pet parrot orders takeout on Alexa. Dolphins using higher intelligence to get deliberately high. Pennsylvania man returns $8,000 cash found in couch he bought at garage sale. And research shows people that name their cars drive them 23% longer before needing repairs.
Well, I'm guilty of that. Like 50%. Parrot one sounds stupid.
Okay.
Knitting squirrels, that sounds legit. Getting high dolphins sounds legit. What do they get high on though? Maybe that doesn't sound that real then. And the couch one sounds 100% real, but why is that really fake? That would be fake news. That's happened before. Shit, that's a trick one, I guarantee it. I'm gonna go with the Dolphins because I think
ding, 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 ding. You are correct. Dolphins are thought as one of the most intelligent species in the animal kingdom. Experts believe they have been putting their ingenuity to use in pursuit of getting high. In extraordinary scenes filmed for a new documentary, young dolphins were seen carefully manipulating a certain kind of pufferfish, which, if provoked, releases nerve toxins. The large doses of toxin can be deadly, but in small amounts, it's known to produce a narcotic effect. And the dolphins appeared to have worked out how to make the fish release just the right amount. Kind of a puff, puff, pass.
It's a floating bomb. It's a popping, puffy bomb.
The behavior was captured on camera by the makers of Dolphins Spy in the Pod, a series produced for BBC One by the award-winning wildlife documentary producer John Downer. He says it's a case of young dolphins purposely experimenting with something we know to be intoxicating. After chewing the puffer, gently passing it around, they began acting most peculiarly, hanging around with their noses at the surface as if fascinated by their own reflection. Whoa.
Pretty cool.
It reminded us of that craze a few years ago when people started licking toads to get a buzz, especially the way they hung in there in a daze afterwards. It's the most extraordinary thing to see. So yeah, our dolphins are getting high on purpose.
They got to be like adolescent dolphins.
Hey, dolphins, say no to puffer. All right,
No to puffer.
You could just say no. I'm just
Puff, puff,
saying.
pass.
That's real or fake news tonight on the Alpha Men podcast.
The Married Man Survival Guide is your playbook for staying alive in a world where you're always wrong, even when you're right. We'll teach you how to pick your battles, apologize strategically, and survive marriage with your sanity, snacks, and TV remote intact.
Oh,
There we go. Married Man Survival Guide tonight. Diving into the Ultimate Survival Manual. The guide is here because, let's be real, if you're married, you're not just surviving a relationship, you're surviving a full contact sport with no timeouts, no refs, and penalties that last longer than a Pats game at overtime. We have 5 fresh tips from the Married Man Survival Guide for you tonight. Tip number 1, the That's Interesting defense system. When your wife shows you a 47-second TikTok of a woman turning a pumpkin into a candle holder and says, "Isn't that cute?" do not offer logical feedback. There's only 3 acceptable responses. That's interesting. Wow, people are really creative. Or, wild. Any actual opinion, positive or negative, is going to be used against you in future home decor court. Stay neutral and survive. Okay. Tip number 2, the 7-second rule. When your wife asks, "Does this look okay?" while trying on clothes, you have exactly 7 seconds to respond. Under 3 seconds, you didn't really look. Over 7 seconds, you're trying to come up with a lie. Best move, immediate eye contact, slight head tilt, and say, "You look great, babe," with calm confidence. Any hesitation, you're entering dangerous territory. Be honest. All right? Number 3, master the fake sniff test. When she asks you to smell something questionable in the fridge, never actually smell it. Do the fake sniff. Bring it close to your nose, make a thoughtful face, and immediately declare, "Definitely throw that away." This move has saved marriages, prevented food poisoning for centuries. Trust the system. Number 4, the emotional support node strategy. When your wife is venting about work, her friends, her mom, she doesn't want solutions. She wants you to be an emotional support node. Your job is simple. Make eye contact, nod every 8 to 12 seconds, and occasionally say, "That's crazy," or "She really said that?" Do not offer fixes unless she says these sacred words. "What do you think I should do?" Even then, proceed with extreme caution. And finally, the secret second wallet. Keep an emergency wife gift wallet. $120 cash, hidden in it at all times. And when she suddenly says, "We should go look at random thing," like bog purses, this weekend, you'll be ready to casually buy her something without looking like you forgot an occasion. It is not manipulation. It is advanced married man risk management. Future you will thank present you. And that's the Married Man Survival Guide tonight on the Alpha Men Podcast.
The views, jokes, opinions, and hot takes shared on this podcast are for entertainment purposes only and are not filtered, softened, or approved for sensitivity. If you are offended, uncomfortable, or triggered by blunt humor, sarcasm, or unqualified opinions, that's on you, not us. We are not responsible for hurt feelings, and listening is a choice. Proceed at your own risk.
I have no clue what's going on. That's not me.
It is the part of the show where two married guys with bad knees and rising blood pressure tell you how it really is. Tonight, why being a man feels exhausting in 2026. Let me just say it. Being a man in 2026 is exhausting. Now, not cry in the shower, exhausting. But that constant low-grade background exhausting that never goes away, really. Think about it. Society wants us to be providers, but also emotionally available 24/7. We're supposed to be strong and stoic when things get hard, but also go to therapy and, quote, do the work on our feelings. Make 6 figures, but don't be too materialistic. Stay in shape with abs, but also love your body exactly as it is. Be the leader of the house, but make sure you're splitting the chores 50-50 and folding the towels the correct way. It's like we're being pulled in 10 different directions at once. And they keep changing the directions. We're expected to have the work ethic of our grandfathers who worked 60 hours a week with no complaints, combined with the emotional intelligence of a female Instagram life coach and the body of a guy who lives at the gym, all while being told that traditional masculinity is the root of every problem in society. Toxic. And you're like, I'm out here busting my ass, paying the mortgage, taking out the garbage, trying not to drink too much beer, staying off my wife's nerves, not scrolling myself stupid, and just generally trying to be more active so I don't drop dead at 53. Somehow, I'm still the bad guy in every freaking commercial on the TV. We're supposed to be the protectors, but not toxic. Leaders, but not controlling. Funny, but never offensive. Ambitious, but not workaholics. Vulnerable, but not weak. It's like trying to walk a tightrope that someone keeps shaking while yelling at you for swaying. I got to tell you, fellas, I'm tired. Not weak, tired. So here's my completely unqualified advice. Stop trying to be everything to everyone. Pick your code and live by it. Lift heavy shit. Tell the truth. Provide for your people. Protect what's yours. Be a good man. Not a perfect one. And for the love of God, stop apologizing for being a man in a world that keeps telling you masculinity is a problem. That's all I got tonight. I'm going to do something stupid and masculine to feel better. Like carry something heavy that I don't need to carry. Which is good advice for you. Go lift something heavy. Tell your wife you love her. Even when she's wrong about the thermostat. And for the love of God, stop believing everything you see on TikTok. Case in point. If you're still wondering why things are taking so long with regard to Iran, we leave you with this.
Okay, so you reopen Hormuz, everybody calms down. Deal?
No. Why not?
Because we are winning. Who the is this?
I am the new IRGC commander. What happened to the other guy?
I'm the new commander. This is the third commander in 6 seconds. Fast promotion system. This is not a regime. This is musical chairs. Okay.
The hell? That's good.
That's it for tonight. If you loved it, tell your friends. If you hated it, tell your friends and argue about it. Either way, we'll be back next Tuesday night at 8. And in the immortal words of the Beverly Hillbillies, y'all come back now. You hear?
Good night, y'all.
All right, Alpha Pack, that's all the damage we're legally allowed to do tonight. If you're offended, confused, clutching your pearls, or Googling, is it normal to agree with idiots? Perfect. Mission accomplished. This has been the Alpha Men Podcast, where opinions are loud, facts are optional, and HR would have tackled this before the intro music even finished. Thanks for hanging out, cracking a beer, or 3, and pretending you learned something while we aggressively learned absolutely nothing. Smash like, subscribe, share it with that friend who gets kicked out of family dinners. And remember, if common sense were common, half this country would be unemployed, and this show would not exist. Now, we've got to go explain to our wives why we said that. Swear it was for the show, and sleep on the couch like real men. Until next time, same idiots, same chaos, 0 filters, 0 apologies, and absolutely no refunds.